Hello, fellow Virginia Republicans. I'm Rich Anderson, candidate for the chairmanship of the Republican Party of Virginia. Today, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself, the challenges I see in our party, and where I wish for our state organization and our 126 local units to go. I'm a native Roanoker, born and bred, graduated from Virginia Tech in 1979, and then went off to a great 30-year career in the United States Air Force, retiring in 2009 from the Pentagon as a full colonel. For 34 years, I've been happily married to Ruth Anderson, and we make our home in Woodbridge, Virginia. We're the parents of 3 children, and we have 7 grandchildren. Right after my retirement from the United States Air Force in 2009, I wished to continue in public service and became an active grassroots activist with the Prince William County Republican Committee. I've worked in this role over the last dozen years to elect Republicans to federal, state, and local office. In addition to my grassroots activism, I was elected in 2009 to the first of 4 terms, 8 years, in the Virginia House of Delegates, serving there from 2010 until 2018. While there, I chaired the House Committee on Science and Technology, but the thing I'm most proudest of was chairing the Joint House-Senate Caucus on Military and Veterans Affairs. And so I choose to run for the chairmanship of the Republican Party of Virginia at a critical time in our history. As I survey the length and breadth of our Commonwealth, I see what our fellow Republicans from border to border see, and that is a dysfunctional and defeated state party led by timid and tepid leadership that has lost its will to fight and win again. I have special concerns by the fact that our fiscal posture has been flatlined, especially over the last 2 years, rendering us as non-competitive with our Democrat opponents in general elections. As a result of this dysfunction, there is a broad perspective across our Commonwealth that new leadership is needed at RPV headquarters, that it's time for a new shingle out front that says under new management. As the only former elected official in this race to serve as chairman of the Republican Party of Virginia, I'm concerned that I am the only one with the requisite skill set to bring to bear, because I know elections, campaigns, and governance. And my great goal is to take my military and executive level leadership experience to take the Republican Party of Virginia to new heights and new victories. Our party faces immense challenges here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, but I do have a plan to fight and win again. We first must devote ourselves to re-electing President Trump as the 45th President of the United States, electing Daniel Gage to the United States Senate, and electing 11 great Republican congressmen to the United States House of Representatives. We have to come up with revitalized programs to support our 126 units across the Commonwealth of Virginia and give our grassroots Republicans unprecedented say in our party. We have to fundraise at historic levels, register new Republican voters as we've never done before, have invigorated get out the vote activities on election day, get our voters to the polls, and elect Republicans to office up and down the ticket. We must build a bench of invigorated Republican candidates and never, ever let a single election go without a Republican nominee in that seat. We have to transform the Republican Party of Virginia headquarters to a war-fighting, operational, and election-winning headquarters without exception, and in the process of doing that, restore trust by our candidates, by our voters, by our grassroots Republicans, and by our donors in the Republican Party of Virginia. And in closing, I would ask for your voice and your vote this Saturday, August the 15th, at polling locations all across the Commonwealth of Virginia. I wish to serve as your chairman of the Republican Party of Virginia. I wish to serve in a way where we are competitive again, where our party is relevant, where we fight and win all across this Commonwealth, because our democratic ideals in our constitutional republic depends on it. I'm Rich Anderson, and I'm ready to serve as chairman of your Republican Party of Virginia.
I'm Ben Klein. I'm Morgan Griffith.
I'm Rob Whitman. We're with you, Rich.